Welcome back to Factorio, Seablock and TSM, episode 349, I think it is. 349. Oh, why have I got this on? It's managed to creep up to 4 rather. I was looking at, up here, I really probably should put some lights on up here, but yeah, the red circuits has gone berserk. It's been ordering trains after train. We've got like 4 coming in quick succession now, assuming that they're they're lined up. So several of them have lined up. So, I mean, that's a good sign that things are running better. It probably means that science may have kicked off again. We're at 98%. I'll check it in a moment. I just find it kind of cool seeing so many trains piling into this one stop. That one was coming from processing units, which... My goodness, is this serious? The processing unit train... Oh, I think I should probably let more processing units through than currently are sitting there. You're going there, you're going in here. A busy stop, always fun to see. We must almost be on top of that. I don't know where this one's going. Oh, that one must be going to pick up the processing units. Right, okay. Wonder if there's any outstanding demand for process. Yes, there is. Tons. Okay. That makes sense. I almost need a faster unload. I kind of expect down here this to fill up. Oh, maybe it's already supplied one. I think there were 5 places that were needing red circuits fairly recently, and now it has dropped back to 4. But yeah, this one. Going berserkers. Still 3 trains that it needs. Where are you going? You're going to load up on processing units. Unfortunately, it looks like processing units has come to a halt. Probably, yeah, red circuits is always the reason there. Has science kicked off? No, it has not. So I think the issue is... you have red circuits now, though. I think the issue is the purple science. We can quickly check that. Yeah, we don't have pink. We don't have the pink science. That's the issue. But it is building it, so maybe it will be okay. Guys, our builds over here are still hopeless, really. And yeah, a train sitting here is probably not doing much good at the moment because there's no power supplied. I wonder, perhaps the best thing I can do first up would be just to put some more construction bots into this so it can build them all a bit faster. Where am I actually? I am up there. Yeah, it's not that far. I'll just run over here and I'll do that. I'll do that first. Oops. Yeah. You go over there. and we'll come... Oh, okay, that's probably fine. Let's turn off my bots because I don't really want them doing anything. Instead, I probably just want them coming in here, in fact. I've only got 7 at the moment. I need to wait for them to come back. Possible I lost some along the way. 50. Maybe not. Okay. Hopefully that will speed up this process. Now this issue that I was getting concerned about, it's not really something... That one's not having the problem. That one is. I don't really need to worry about it because it knows it can't go there, so it's jumping on to go here. It doesn't have anything. It'll just go back to the beginning. When these are fixed, I'm pretty sure this will be gone. If it's not, I'll start worrying about it. Otherwise, I simply won't because I don't think it is an issue for me to need to worry about. So instead of that, what we said we were going to look at was actually some rocket launchers, because they're always fun and we have a lot to do. Let's pop this open. We were doing thrusters, so if I can launch a few more thrusters, 3 more in fact to be precise, that would be very beneficial. So let's do that. Well, let's see what we need to do to get the thrusters launched. It looks like we need some speed module 3s. How many in fact? 50. 50 speed module, okay, 50 speed module 3s. That's possibly why we only launched 1, but I think I actually have a few of those. I have 68. 68. How many do I need around sciences? 2, 4, 6, 8, 4. You know what? I think we have to do it sooner or later, so let's do it now. Oh, I can't jump on board my train. I'm going to have to run to modules. So this will take virtually all of our highest power speed modules to populate up our thruster unit, but it's worth doing. We need to do it. We may as well do it now. And here we go. Okay, so now we only have 18. How many do modules actually stack to? 100. Okay. So this will be forced to stop once it gets to the end, which is good at least. And back we go. We still run this. I think we need to do it to draw off certain resources, otherwise it causes some sort of congestion in our system. Not exactly sure what. It's been a while after all. I did have some fanciful notion of actually doing like, you know, all 3 of these thrusters, but clearly that's not going to be the case. We don't have enough. But it'll be good to see at least one more being built, and then perhaps we can change to something else. But I can't exactly remember how my launch system works, but I know it's up next to science. So let's head up. And as I said, I'm not going to interfere with that train, which is trying to supply our new mineral sludge facilities. So we have to hoof it, as they say. To the top of the base, the base, not the bus. Hopefully your mind reading skills are still what they used to be. So silo is over here. And what's more, we actually have one ready to go. So auto launch with cargo. Let's throw that in there. Get into a decent position, hopefully. Oh, 99. This has ticked over. And there goes our second of 4 thrusters. And yes, we've got a full load now of the pink science as well. A tiny fraction of science left to do before we'll start work on Faster Than Light Theory D1. Now, what else can we launch? On maybe, actually I'll put the SpaceX away for the moment. No, red has stopped again. What are we short on? Aluminium. And what about this one? It's also not running. Being short on aluminium. Both of them are short on aluminium. So aluminium is now the new holdup. What is aluminium's excuse? Here we go. We actually have 32,000 plates sitting here waiting to be picked up. Okay, so it's over here, the train. This is the train, I believe. No, that's Cobalt. It's obviously moved on. That's the one there. This here... I'm obviously trying to cram far too much into these yards. And that was the lesson from this one. And this one continues to have that issue. So, I probably should move a bunch of these over here. Or maybe over here. Like I did down here. This makes more sense that these are here anyway, because the mineral sludge, you know, you're in the middle of the territory here. So that kind of works rather nicely. You're 8, aren't you? Let's just have a look what's going on here. Gee, there's a lot of belt and stuff that still needs to be delivered. Pipe. Tons and tons of pipe. Wow. I actually thought I really should have just done one at a time, let it finish, then do another. Never mind. Okay, so the aluminium, it seems like it's held up because this is too congested, which is a terrible reason. Maybe we even need 2 aluminium. Do we have enough ore in here? Yes. Tons of ore. Okay, you're starting up again. I think I gave priority to this red circuits over this red circuits. Which is why this one seems a bit more starved, but we actually ultimately want them both to work. So let's have a look at our tech and consider what we have teched out. We've already completed that protection fields. We could actually start doing this. Energy shield. That needs the advanced processing units though. And so does that. Okay. Oh, we need 100 of them too. Good grief. We only need 1 though. So we could start building towards that. What about fuel cells? Have we uncovered fuel cells? Fusion reactor. Base thrusters. Fuel cells, yes. Fuel cells. That should be fairly doable. The only concern is the 100 advanced processing units, I think. I know we make rocket fuel. Let me just check the silo. Oh, the silo's ready to go again. We have the rocket fuel. That's low density structures. Rocket control unit. What's that? That's a something supply. Oh, that must be heat shielding or something. BZ Billy. Uh-huh. Should have given them real names. Yeah, this is where the rocket fuel is. And you guys... have an item ingredient shortage anyway. That's got 400. Oh, there is tons of rocket fuel. So doing the fuel cells shouldn't really be an issue at all. So I think that should be our next job. And I will, of course, do it down in the Make Everything like we've been doing with all of our other component builds. Maybe I should shred this area altogether. It does seem unlikely that I'm going to want to ever reinsert these ones that I have removed, now that I've seen the impact that it's had. We'll deal with that later. And the other one, in the meantime, where is our make everything? We still have ways to run. That's the problem when you're running around the base. I don't think I'm actually on the highest level armor yet, in terms of what I'm actually using to get around. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. You, my friend, are going to be fuel cells. Oh, fuel cells don't need 6 like this. I'm being foolish. You're going to be fuel cells. Now, all of these things are just base components, actually. We don't need that many. Let's just put... let's make it 10. We don't need that many. Let's make that 10. We don't need that many. Let's make that 10. 1k is more than we need that as well. Let's just make that 100. Now, the only one we don't have is the rocket fuel. So what I want to do is see if I can get the rocket fuel train to come by here once or twice. Should be able to. Right, how does this work exactly? Oh, it's awkward. What do you call? Ooh. I don't know if I've had a whole lot of trains coming in here before. So you are ME resources in. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm not going to try and trigger that into bringing the rocket fuel train. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to come in here. And in the old-fashioned way, I'm going to add ME resources in. ME resources in. This will be until empty cargo. And go. Now, I don't think it actually carries enough in a single go, so I'm going to have to tell the train to come back, probably 3 times, I think, because we need 500, right? We need 1,000 rocket fuel in total. Maybe we'll end up with a little bit of a spare in here. That's okay. Yeah, go from empty to load. The only problem with moving other things is that these are actually closer to the where they actually need to be. Whereas if we move these trains, they'll be further away. But getting out of this congestion is probably worthwhile. One moves a millimeter. Aha! We have switched over tech. I didn't even see that happen. That means I've got to start looking into oh, where are you going? You're going to load. Okay, fine. And now you are going to supply. Because that took basically 0 time. And now I'm going to have to add the station in again. ME resources in. Empty cargo. Go. So now if we check on how we're going here, we're waiting for just another 100 should fill this up. The next time I call the train, I can tell it to leave when there's only 200 left on board the train, so we don't have a whole lot of excess left over. Probably worth doing. Now, these ones, I do actually need one here. This was going to be our protection field. So this one needs to be the Energy Shield Mark 6. Which is... Oh, I see. We need artifacts. Interesting. We may have to go hunting for enough artifacts, actually. I don't know if I have enough. It's worth trying to start building this, though, so that we can see these things. Mark 4. You're Mark 5, and you have Mark 4. You're Mark 4, you have Mark 3, so Mark 3. The Mark 3 needs the Mark 2, of course. Of course it does. Where is the Mark 2? Is it somewhere else? Energy Shield. It is called Energy Shield, isn't it? Energy Shield. Oh, it's got a yellow sort of... Oh, it's down here. That's unfortunate. Alright. And that needs the Mark 1. And that's the Mark 1. The Mark 1 should be easy enough to do. We don't want more than 100 of these. How do we stop? How are we going to stop it? I don't know. Actually, maybe it doesn't matter if it ends up building a few extras. I'm just going to cut this back to 10. That back to 10 as well. It doesn't matter if it's overloaded initially. Now you... We need a... You need to reach from there and place up, whoops, place up there. Where'd that energy shield end up? There it is. Take that off, make that 10. That's plenty. That one. Well, I guess it's worth dumping these here now. What are you missing? You're missing productivity module 0. Yeah, that is going to be challenging for me. We can do another launch though. So let's grab our fuel cell. And the rocket fuel train has probably refueled at this point. So let's add station. ME resources in, but this time the weight condition will be until item count is less than or equal to cargo being rocket fuel. Where is the rocket fuel? I'll just do a search. Rocket engine. That's it. Rocket fuel less than or equal to 200. And go. And actually, you know what? I'm going to hitch a ride on this train when it comes up here. 4%. Can't be too far away. There we are. Oh. I think I ended up in here. We have, oh, 160. Gee, it unloaded fast. That's alright. That means we've got 40 spare rocket fuel. Perhaps I can have some and use it to fuel my train. Go a little bit faster than using solid fuel, which it uses at the moment. No harm there. Okay. Let's get you out. So fuel cells. First one. Ooh. We only have 50%. Oh no. No. that's not the case. Here goes the rocket. Watch it a bit longer. Off it goes, and 1 of 2. I'm going to have a quick peek at progress. In these areas, it's still abysmal. Oh, most of the guys have stopped doing anything. Shouldn't be for much longer. No. It's kind of amazing. You just get to a point where it's suddenly finished and they're all done. But yes, we're a little way off at the moment. There we go. The rocket is preparing to launch again. It's certainly not launching like every minute or so, but it really doesn't need to. So the other fuel cell should be available at this point. We'll launch that one. Then maybe finish off our build for the protection field. Get over a little bit. Here we are. And that is that. Now I need to I can only move 10 of these at a time. It's rather awkward, isn't it? There's no way of getting them out. Hurry either. It's there. We will use all of these guys. Oh, well, they probably ended up in my trash. That should be fine. Okay, let's sort out this one then. As far as we reasonably can, anyway. I only need one of these. And at least they use slightly different things. So, Maybe we don't have any orange alien artifacts here. I am not sure. This can go away. Actually, I should have just used one of them and done that. Get rid of that thing. How are we going? We have two of those. You're the first one that's missing because you need prod module zeros. And there are exactly none of them. I wonder what you're missing exactly. Red. I think you're missing red circuits. Probably blue as well. Has red circuits resumed at all? Yes. And has this... That's dropped to 3. Unfortunately, we're not going to see this one get hit until both of these have been served and remain clear. So that's a problem. What is it that you're missing? Aluminium still. And you're not missing anything up there, just aluminium. And the aluminium is loading as we speak, but running out maybe. They're all working, just not very fast. Blast furnace 2s. Blast furnace 1, blast furnace 2. Maybe these things need an upgrade. They definitely could be upgraded. I just want to see where this one ends up going. If it goes to the second red circuits. Yeah, this is going to be delaying a lot of things that might otherwise be operating more efficiently, so... I don't think that's the new one. I think that's the old one. Is the old one. Yeah. So that's a problem. Okay, guys, I think I have a plan for our next session. We need to increase the efficiency of this aluminium processing. We'll improve the machines and we will fix up this. Our achievements today were some launches. We haven't launched the second one yet. Yes, we haven't launched... Sorry, I totally forgot. that was the purpose of what we were doing. So let's run back up the top, launch our last fuel cell. At least we are ticking a few things off the box. Our list of completion tasks. But yeah, this mess needs to improve. Oh, have you run out of fuel? That's not good. Do I have any fuel still? Have some of this. Better than nothing. Maybe that's why you were sitting there. Yeah, just a shame the silo's so far away, but normally I do this on my little trusty train. Never mind. There you go. And we'll run up here again so we can see the thing go through a little bit of its arc. And gone. And 2 of 2 fuel cells. So we can do the protection field. Potentially we can do thrusters, both of which rely on modules. So that's a little bit of a problem. I think that's all we can actually do at the moment. In addition to sorting out aluminium, we need to do our big build for yellow science in the very near future. So those are the coming up plans. But anyway, thanks for joining me for this episode, guys, and I look forward to seeing you in the next. Bye bye for now.